5 north, passing La Cienega X and approaching La Cienega Boulevard.
Good boy. Good boy.
One speeds are still 60 miles an hour, traffic is light.
I think I was continuing northbound. I should pick up back on the northbound 405 Freeway, now passing La Cienega towards Lucky Hero.
Alive! It's alive! It's alive!
Hello?
What up, everybody? Guys, Chase! It's good to see you guys. Oh, let's get that out of there. Boom. Let's get that out of there. Boom. Live Chase, guys. Live Chase. What's up, Aaron? Yeah, apparently, from what I hear, possibly a rape suspect out of Boston. And of course, we're supposed to do the live meeting here in 2 minutes and 35 seconds with Lori Lightfoot report, but guess we're gonna have to watch that. Not live.
What's
up, Brett? What's up, Billy? Yeah, I missed the one morning, Chase. Well, I saw it on the way home. I was at physical therapy today, so that's why I missed it. And that's why it happened. If I was home, it wouldn't have happened. So, it's my luck. I know, there was a chase earlier. I know, guys.
We're back with you.
None of them are getting by me, guys, just to let you know, unless it's out of state. That, you might get me, but if it's in this state and it goes off, I try to show them all, but again, I can't sit home all day, nor will I. So, you're going to miss some, you know. Yeah, Stinks just came and sat down. Hold on, give him a second here.
555, we're going to be taking up Harvard Hughes Parkway exit.
There we go.
555 is taking the Harvard Hughes.
1,800 viewers in 85 seconds. Let's get it, KTB. Shout out to everybody who's here.
Welcome.
Let me guess, you're stopping now, motherfucker? Really? Yeah? See, wanted sex offender out of Boston, Massachusetts. Boston. Yeah. He's resisting arrest. Well, yes, technically he is.
555, we're going to be passing Center Drive.
Yes, Tyrelli. Mm-hmm.
555 is passing Center Drive.
Yeah, I know, Rooster. I'm watching it on the other thing. Hasn't started just yet. I'm waiting for it to start. I know it's supposed to start literally like right now.
55, suspect going to be going back southbound the 45 freeway from Hughes Parkway.
Just sucks. I didn't, Tom. I've been busy. Thank you, Jamie. Yeah, I've been super busy today. Had physical therapy in the morning and had to do a few other things that are very important. So I'll get to it. Just a very busy day, that's all. This is LA. This is on the 405 South now. He was just on the north side. Now I turn around the west side, or south side rather, in Westchester, California. It's not far from LAX. TLC, only on eBay. I'll link you the link tree right there in the chat. Click on that link that just went into the chat, and then go all the way to the bottom. Then you'll see my eBay store. 20% off sale going on right now. So there is that. Yeah, how many lanes is he? He's not keeping it between the mayo and the mayo. The mustard's all the way to the other end. So he's certainly not keeping it between the mayo and the mustard. What are you doing? You want to come up here? You can come up here. Come on.
Who's texting me?
Come on.
55, we're going to be continuing.
Ah, okay.
Approaching Thornton Township.
But Josh, doesn't that bother you guys? You know, the illumination? Jess, you have to refresh if you have no sound. No sound. Refresh. Oh. Let me turn those off. Red Poker. Thank you, Rad Poker. Sorry, guys. I'm going to turn those off. There we go. They're all turned off. Thank you, Rad Poker. Hold on, guys. He's moving around everywhere, and the cat's moving. Trying to get everything done.
Manchester exit.
That's the suspect exiting Florence on the Manchester exit.
There's about 20 every day, Bass. Every day we have 20 chases. You're just seeing the televised ones, which means this guy's been running for 20 minutes. Because it usually takes about 10 to 20 minutes for a helicopter, the news media, to get there. Sometimes you're lucky and they're in the area and it just happens to pop off and you go 2 minutes and you're there. But that's kind of rare.
We're going to be going westbound on Florence Avenue from the 405 exit.
All right, let's heat up around, guys. Post on for one.
Vehicle westbound Florence from the 405 exit.
Post on for one, ladies and gents. And Catherine. Catherine. Thank you so much, Catherine, for the kind gift that you gave Stinks. He's loving it. He's loving it. He's been playing with it all morning. Thank you again, Catherine. I appreciate you. He's really I couldn't even put it all together before he started going crazy on it. Funk in my booty. Thank you.
Passing Manchester.
5855, continuing Glasgow Ave, passing Manchester. Glasgow.
Cats love it too. Yeah, yeah. He really loves it. He loves anything with like the feathers on it and stuff. And he likes laying on the little, whatever it is, a skirt. I don't know what they call that, but he likes it. He likes to just lay on the skirt. Yeah, they haven't started Dalton yet. I'm watching.
581, continuing Glasgow at 51 hours.
And we'll watch it after, guys. We shall watch it after. Yes, Cindy J. Yes.
He's at 25 miles per hour.
What did I have for food today? I had an al pastor burrito. The pastor burrito. Thank you, Gary. Thank you, Calamity Girl. Wario! Wario! With no hands, he did the Wario. I didn't even have to use the hands. I got a straight Wario out of him. Yeah, he's hungry. He wants to eat, but it's still another 30 minutes till he normally eats. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into this before I can't. It is time for
Round 1.
If you smoke like I smoke, think I high like every day.
Smoke.
21, continuing Glasgow, passing Spurs at 25 miles per hour.
All right, he's out of here now, guys. So no more cat cam.
Glasgow.
Stinks has left the building. And guys, let me... Fuck, I hate to do this. I guess it doesn't matter though, right? I mean, we're not going to watch it over this, so... I'll just keep an eye on it here, and because all the other news channels are popping up now. So.
Eastbound Everybody from Glasgow.
Come on. Come on.
You want to be southbound Los Angeles?
Alright, so you don't want to turn on, so let's just try it this way. Alright, so I have a second very feed up, guys, in case we lose this one. Trying to see which one is closer. I want to say this one is a bit ahead of the other one, so we'll watch that one.
The 120, the information we have from the King unit that he's possibly armed, unless they have any update on that.
Alright, he's possibly armed.
Roger.
So that means probably no pit maneuver. They won't allow it.
Crime is wanted for armed robbery. However, we do not know if he's armed today.
He's wanted for armed robbery.
The 120, but he has been known to be armed in the past, correct? During his commission of this and 2 others?
That is correct, sir.
Roger that.
There you go.
A1, we're still
Thank you, Bruce. Shout out to you and the rest of Canada.
Continuing southbound Oceanica, approaching with
Come on, let's get this going, son. Let's get it going. Going off. Double felon. He knows he's going away for a while. He's a rape suspect from Massachusetts, and he's wanted for armed robbery here. Wondering how that works. So we arrest him. He does his time for the armed robbery. Then they extradite him to Massachusetts for the sexual assault crimes that he's allegedly wanted for. That's your storage? Man, you better get rid of all that shit you pay in the store that you don't even fucking use. And guys, they're right next to LAX. That's why they're pulling out this shot right here. They are in LAX airspace here, so it's going to make it a little tough. All good, Allison. I didn't even see it. It's good to see you, Allison. Thank you for the dono. All good, Allison. Don't worry about it. Yep, live chase. Live chase. Let me look on my... Oh, no, I can't do that. I can't do that. Yeah, he's just slow speeding right now. He's just fucking driving calm and slow. He's already going slow. Old slow ride. Wonder if he's going to In-N-Out. There's an In-N-Out right there.
That's what a hamburger is all about.
Maybe that's what he's... Double. Animal style. Some animal style fries. Extra spread. 21 miles an hour, Billy. That's how fast he was going there. That last little stretch. Oh, what's he doing here? Alright, so we're stuck at the light. He's being kind and courteous. Staying. Let me go here. Okay. Well, that's what Channel 11 says. That's great. They also told you to just wash your hands and self-quarantine for the last 4 years. They tell you lots of things. They're not. They're not gonna. They're not gonna. They're not gonna. They're not gonna block him in because he's possibly armed. He's known to carry weapons. He's wanted for armed robbery. So when you go to block him in, okay, he may shoot you. They want to go home too. So yeah, unless I hear it come out of that scanner's mouth, I tend not to believe it. Unless I see it with these two things or hear it with one of these out of that scanner. Thank you, Brent Bowser. Shout out to Mike, your wife, and Micah. Thank you, Brent. Brent, Micah, it's great to see you. Stop that criminal scum. I think you should just stun his ass.
There's one set for stun.
Oh, they may allow him to pit here. We'll see. Paul Gooch, thank you so much, Paul Gooch. Don't have to worry about that, Paul. Already got you. Back on the freeway. He doesn't know what he quite wants to do here, mates. He doesn't know. He's just fucking about. Yeah.
What do you think?
When the police hit the lights, I do not slow down.
Okay. Okay.
All right, this one's back a few seconds, but it's got a little better shot. Oh, go here. Yeah, they're back up to it now. They just need. They need to get out of this area, guys. LAX area airspace is rough for the media to go through.
Everyone exiting the 405 at Century Boulevard.
Trying to catch his flight. Shit, yeah.
Speeds are approximately 40 miles an hour.
LA City Council
Everyone has speed at approximately 40 miles per hour.
just approved a $400 million people carrier, like a long escalator. $400 million. No way it cost that. Just no way. No way. I'm sorry. Just no way. Better be made of gold. You know? Yeah, 400 million.
For the King units to create a 500 million units, requesting an opportunity to have a pit video on the freeway.
On the freeway, huh? Okay, okay. No, CHP is not involved right now. It's just all LAPD. Although they have been on the freeways.
We're wondering the westbound Century Boulevard.
Seems as though LAPD is just in control at the current moment, and they don't need the help or the assistance
Repeat.
of our friends at the CHP.
We're wondering the westbound
At the current
Century
moment.
Boulevard approaching Los Angeles.
But you never know. Things change. Come on, fucking building!
Boulevard approaching Los Angeles.
See, guys, they're all stuck on that side right now. There's the other shot. It's just, again, they're in the flight path of LAX, on incoming flight traffic, outgoing flight traffic. It's difficult.
Century.
There they go. There they go. Snaking their way through. I'm going to straight Pac-Man in them. See, it's back a little bit. You just saw that, you see? It's back 10 seconds. Yes, second chase today televised. I missed the first one because I was at therapy this morning, so. 'Tis what it is. Can't make them all. Ah, Trish, it's great to see you. Hopefully all is well, Trish. 4,200 watching, only 800 likes. It's okay. Means nobody likes it. That's all that means, Tarpley.
Unknown person do something inside the vehicle.
He said probably 40 years old in that parking lot at Holiday Inn.
Someone else got his black shirt, have you said, approximately 40 years old.
We'll feed you in a couple minutes, Bubba. 20 minutes. Okay, 20 minutes.
Westbound, heading northbound from Century.
Thank you, lovebirds. Is that your mom? I don't know. I can't confirm nor deny. Hi, Allie. Thank you, Daniel Gus. Shout out to danielgus.substack.com. Go check him out. Putting the city on blast every day. Award-winning journalist. Journalist of the year. Let's go. Golf and Guns. Thank you so much, Golf. It's great to see you. What's up, Justin? Shout out to you and the rest of Bend, Oregon. Thank you, Mark Casper. Good to see you. Yeah. David, I've got the bots working for me. What's up, Jason? Alright, guys. Post time for 2. Coming up. Come on, man. I need some action. I know you're a fucking pervert and all.
Quit playing with your dinghy.
But we need some action.
Westbound Harbor GTA from
Go away, baiting.
Continuing westbound, Arbor Meeting from Compton Way.
Westbound Arbor Lighter from Concourse Way.
Stinks is here, but he just keeps walking in and out of the room, so that's why I keep turning the cams on and off. He's just hungry. He wants his food.
Northbound Aviation from Arbor Meeting.
You know, he wants his
Northbound
food.
Aviation from Arbor Lighter.
Hey guys, you're gonna have a break in traffic, and once you're past that traffic off to your left, it looks wide open for a little bit.
Thank you, Michael Blankenship.
Yeah, 122.
Thank you, Dr. GTI.
The object was it a possible weapon? 5855. Unknown what the object was.
All right, so he tossed an object. They don't know what it is. Could be an article. May not be. Could be drugs. Suicide note.
581 Eastbound Hillcrest from Aviation.
Yeah, I was supposed to live on patrol, but chases take precedence, and of course the chase had to pop off 2 minutes before that went live. It's my luck.
71 has speed at 10 miles per hour.
Without any further ado, it's time for
Round 2.
This is bullshit. It's like Cypress Hill concert in here.
Smoke.
71 continuing eastbound.
Hi,
Hillcrest,
Katie.
access.
Thank you. It's good to see you. Yeah, the chat gets a little crazy. Yeah, I'm watching it on YouTube. That's what we're flipping back and forth to. Their YouTube and then Channel 4's main page. Still in the airspace, Bobby.
Eastbound Hillcrest passing Hindry.
So certain areas it's difficult to get the quick zoom on. They have to get clearance from the tower, and they keep going through the flight path. So that's the problem.
We're getting back down to you now. I kind of have a long eye on you with the camera, but you're behind the buildings right now. I can't see you, but we're trying to get back to you.
Dreamcatcher, this is called a volcano. Old school technology.
71 northbound Hindry from Hillcrest.
Vaporizing cannabis.
71 northbound Glasgow from Hillcrest.
Get it, Jaffo. Up, look at him. Oh, hold on. You guys are watching the other side. You already saw it. Sorry. I missed it, I guess. Everybody coming out of their stores now and houses. It's been going on long enough. They can hear all the choppers. There's 4 choppers over it. 4 news choppers. 5 with the air unit. Yeah. Been pretty, meh. It's been pretty meh so far.
Northbound Glasgow passing Holland.
Get them! They are on the hunt. They're gonna get you, bro. Get him, Tom.
Eastbound Manchester from Glasgow.
Get him, Tom. That's it. Fucking Tom.
81 southbound Los Angeles from Manchester.
Everyone southbound Los Angeles from Manchester.
In the road there, and no traffic ahead of you. Okay, let's see if we
Hey,
can
Josh,
do it here.
forget that video. I like the plate you got on the wall. TFO. I love it. I love it. I want one. Thank you, Chad Ryan. Appreciate you, Chad Ryan. Can't confirm nor deny, Zombie. Why is he going into the Holiday Inn? Oh, he's going to CarMax. Okay, he's going to CarMax. Go get him a nice car from CarMax. Or he's going to go into that Home Depot right there.
5 suspect going to be going inside the Carmax parking lot.
I like that, Josh. Pretty cool.
75 has the suspect going inside the Carmax parking lot.
Hey guys, if you have spike search, I want to get that northern driveway and maybe get some spikes on that.
Alright, so try to spike them here. Knocking, we were supposed to, and it's probably going on right now.
Let's get that pit on him right away.
So we will watch it after this. Okay? After this is done, we will watch it. You can see how she spent $153,000 to lease a 2023 Tahoe for herself. 153. It better be bulletproof. It better be on 24s. It better have a wet bar in the back. It better have a lot of stuff, and I bet it don't have none of that. There was $56,000 in interest payments. The city must have bad credit. Got them on that 20% interest rate. No, it's a city car, not her car. Bet it got a golden mic. Suzanne, 153. 153. There was $56,000 in just interest payment charges, and it's a lease. Has her signature on it. Saw the whole document.
Approaching that intersection. Suspect going to be in the number 2 lane.
Approaching the intersection, suspect is in the number 2 lane.
Oh, she has a few cars. 4 cars. They're about $780,000 for the 4 cars they leased for the city, including the one I just told you about. So yeah, we're gonna find it all out. It's all in the report. They're doing it live right now, but we missed it because of this. I don't know what else to do. I know, Bubba. I know you want to eat. It's not time yet. 10 minutes. Okay, 10 minutes. I'll feed you, Bubba. Okay? Just 10 minutes.
5 we have another available unit if they can respond to Hannigan Century Boulevard. Lay down spike strips.
555 requesting a unit to respond to Los Angeles.
Talking about Tiffany Hinyard, the super mayor of the village of Dalton.
581 westbound Arbor Vitae from Los Angeles.
And the
581 westbound Los Angeles from Arbor Vitae.
All right, what's he doing now?
Westbound Arbor Vitae from Los Angeles.
He's going to the taco shop, get him some meat. Oh, some Arco gas, maybe? What's he getting?
Whatever makes you happy, I guess.
Arco.
Oh, bro, straight Benny Hilled him. Stop it. This is straight Benny Hill shit right now. Stop it. Straight Benny Hill shit. You got the taco shop inside of Arco. I don't know if that's the taco shop I want to go to. Gotta love Benny. Benny was a player. With all them hot chicks in lingerie.
I got a boner.
Is right here again. His bandage black shirt. He tried to toss another item to the suspect. He's going to be in a black sedan at the gas station.
Wait, what?
Hey, specific units. It's the guy in the black Scion. Go, partner, go. Black Scion. Him him up, Black Scion.
Wait, huh? Well, what's going on here?
He's requesting the 17 inch closest to the area of the Arrow gas station south of suspect must have a black shirt and a black Scion. He attempted to toss an item to the suspect.
Just somebody tossed an item to this dude just now in a Scion.
It looks like we have plainclothes units.
Did you guys see it?
With that suspect at the gas station.
At the gas station? I didn't see him touch.
Right here. We got an open area.
All right, so they hem the other guy up, Think it's a gun? It could be.
Attempting a pit.
All right, they're going to attempt a pit here.
Everyone is uncovered by attempting a pit.
You got traffic coming up again. Roger that.
Some energy drink.
120, keeps accelerating whenever we get close. He's approximately 50 miles an hour when we go to pit him.
Gave him some red balls.
Okay, Roger.
Tired and depleted.
Sometimes the endless pursuit of crack leaves me tired and depleted. But now cocaine comes in a delicious shape. Red balls. It gives me wings.
All right, so definitely. So it's official. They know each other.
We have an opportunity now. They want to be on Westchester Parkway.
They're getting more silly.
5855 continue on Westchester Parkway.
It's his Uber Eats. Could be. I ain't gonna lie. Could be.
5855. Do we have an available unit to go to Westchester Parkway and circle with a Boulevard 2 way down?
All right, I'm gonna switch this to the V. It's a little back, but it's a way better shot. It's way closer of a shot right now. 4 is kind of stuck for a moment, so. Being the stalker is stalking the rapist. What did he throw to him then? I didn't see this tie on, Daisy.
Like overhead, I got a long eye on camera, but yeah, because you're too close to the airport, they won't let us that close.
See? So even air unit, the law enforcement stuck. They're stuck outside of the flight path. They won't allow them in. This is why we're getting that further shot, guys, because the same thing's happening to Channel 4 right now. Okay?
Highway 55, suspect in the number 2 lane.
5855 has a suspect in the number 2 lane.
Right. We'll go back to this one. Here he comes. Here he comes. Oh, come on, bro. Come on, bro. That was a fucking fail, bro. Oh. Let's watch it over again, Billy. Oh. Ah. I remember my first pit, too.
What an idiot.
Ah. It's harder than it looks. I know. I'm just giving him shit. Relax. You know. He's definitely drinking something. I can see him drinking in the other. In this feed, you can see him actually drinking. Rob Gluckman. Shout out to Rob and his great shot here. Shout out to Rob and Chris Christie.
Unsuccessful pit. The suspect starts doing evasive driving when the shot approaches his car.
Got something in his hand. He's drinking for sure.
Successful pit.
Oh, fuck. Okay, so we missed that. So hold on. Let's stay here then. Here it comes. 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 No, I guess he jammed out. Is he drinking a beer? I don't know. He's drinking something. Couldn't tell if it was a beer. Dangerous place to pit right here. Now you got the a marine layer rolling in from the ocean. So Pacific Ocean's just a few blocks away here, guys. So that's the problem now. Like we need more problems. We need more cover, right? I love you. It's almost time. 4 minutes, okay? 4 minutes. 4 minutes.
Everyone has a vehicles increasing speed when you know the pressure.
It's a beer? I think it's a beer. Well, I can't confirm it, so I'm just gonna say I don't know.
Fake ID, different IDs and cash from the people he's meeting. So he's trying to
Holy shit! This fool's getting IDs and cash. He tried to.
Holy shit.
Oh, he's gonna be on his way to Mexico. Oh boy! Come on.
Attempting to get fake IDs from the subject in meeting.
Trying to get fake IDs and money from the subject. Trying to do fucking Timo fucking deals right now. Some Facebook Marketplace deals. I'm down to go to Mexico. Let's just get it. I'm ready. We can go to the, what is it, the Hong Kong Club? Let's go to the Hong Kong Club. First stop. Only certain people know about the Hong Kong Club. What shirt is this? NASCAR. They sent me this. Oh, Stinks, quit sitting on everything. I know you're hungry. I mean, back in the day, that wouldn't be a stretch. Like, fools would always try to make it to Mexico and just jam right in there. But I don't think you want to go to jail in Mexico. I don't think that's where you want to go. Just saying. Go out on a limb here. As disgusting as LA County Jail might be, I think it's probably better than the jail cell you'd probably be sitting in Mexico. So I think I'd rather be in jail here. The Hong Kong? Hong Kong Club. Oh, I know. You ready to? Yeah, I know you are. I guess he's just going to keep bothering me, so I'm going to unhook here. I'm going to go. I'll be gone and be back in 1 minute. I'm just going to go feed him really fast. 3, 2. I know what's going to happen, too. You know what's going to happen, right? Second I get out of this room, they're going to pit him. He's going to do 7 flips. He's going to be ejected. He's going to jump like Deadpool, get into a crazy firefight, and I'm going to miss all that. I know that's what's going to happen. Shit, yeah, Fox Hills Mall. Let's go get it. I'm going to the Fox Hills Mall. Just saying. I know I already missed it. I always miss it. All right. 3, 2, 1. All right, I'll be right back. Look at the homeboy. Oh. Homeboy's in the other shot looking at him. Oh, is that homeboy? That homeboy in the silver car keeps looking at him. He's like, I'm getting away, but I'm going to try to slide you this ID and money quick, too, so nobody sees. Keep an eye on the silver SUV next to the truck, guys. The window's open. He keeps looking. I think he's sus. I think he's sus.
Bruh, you looking real sussy over there.
Damn fucking clouds. All right, I'll be right back. Yeah, I'm coming. I know, I'm coming, buddy.
Who's texting me?
Northbound Scoville, too quiet.
Continuing northbound Scoville, too quiet.
Eric, can you come northbound to approaching South Hill?
Continuing northbound as well as approaching hotel.
I'm going to attempt a pit.
55 attempting a pit.
One red light, Sepulveda, and Machado.
Everyone at a red light, Sepulveda and Machado.
Let's see if we can get up tight to him and put him off this red light. We're probably going to need a tag. I think he has one of those apps with a frequency on it, because every time we say it, he speeds up and he goes to the red light. So we're probably going to need a tag for this.
All right.
Yeah, you guys got to be a little bit more aggressive on these red lights on him.
I got to be more aggressive. Get up in the game, homeboy. Quit pussying. Stop pussyfooting. We'll make the CHP come over there and show you how it's done.
Continuing northbound Sepulveda.
So, let me put that over there.
We're simulcasting on Pacific and Harbor. They're in pursuit of a 211 and serial rapist. They're going down Sepulveda at Culver, and we have some units in the area that get spike strip. Pacific units in the area that get spike strip. Currently northbound Sepulveda at Washington.
All right, I'm back.
Highway line northbound Sepulveda at Washington.
Yeah, you're only a serial rapist when you actually rape people, get caught, and they just let you go. That's what happens when the DAs don't do their jobs.
The Burgundy newer model Lincoln.
I know he did, John.
Yeah, you're requesting if you need to like Sepulveda.
Please don't, Jess. Please don't spam. Just 210503.
I don't know how close you are, but maybe bombs and Sepulveda.
It's hard enough to read the chat as it is. There's, I don't know, 6,000 people in YouTube, so please stop.
Continuing at Sepulveda, approaching Washington. Working 11, code 6 minutes. At Sepulveda with spike strip.
What a world, right? Look at this one.
Okay. That vehicle's now going to be getting on the northbound 405.
All right, so back on the 405 again for the third time. Jumping into that 405 traffic, baby.
And Pacific, I'm going to drop Pacific. If he gets back off in Pacific, I'll get back with you.
Well, let's see if CHP gets involved. I don't know. I mean, again, LAPD seems to have a hold of him. I mean, he's not really driving erratic. You know, he does speed up when you try to come and pit him. He does realize that.
And they're northbound on the 405 freeway from Venice.
So, I don't know. We'll see. I think it depends.
Depends
Depends on how long he stays on the freeway, too, I bet. So. Well, to pit him here is dangerous because, again, you know, one, you don't know if he's, you know, armed like they say he is, and two, there's a lot of motorists. You spin him out, he's going to hit one or two or three cars, and you don't think they're all going to sue? They're all going to sue the LAPD. Every one of them will. They'll all get their brand new cars. They'll all get extra cash on top.
Northbound 405 approaching the Santa Monica 10.
Nice, Jeff. Nice, Jeff. Well, let's go.
Approaching Santa Monica 10 off front.
Alright, so I have the blue up. Let's see if they come up on the blue. And I don't know if they're going to switch to attack here. They said they might but haven't heard anything. That's what it's about. It's about coming in and having fun, Steve. Yeah, it is, Aaron. I'm glad I'm not on the fucking 405 right now. I mean, look at the other side, though. Fucking look at the other side. It's fucking way worse. Fucking northbound's fucking... I mean, the southbound's rough right now. It's always like that. Valerie, 405 has traffic on it like this all the time. Both ways. Unless it's, I don't know, 2 o'clock in the morning to 5:30. By 6, it's already trafficy already. People are already up and going to work. So you have a small pocket through the night that you can actually go through there and do 100 if you wanted to. You know, not saying to do it, just saying. Like, it would be that open. It would be possible to do such things. Like here, no. Shit, yeah, you got the boat. It's ready. All right, we're in Palms neighborhood now, huh?
31 has the speed at 30 miles per hour, heavy traffic.
Loads up at 5, so yeah, Cass says even 5, so 2 to 4:30, maybe around there, 2 to 4:30, you can get your thrills in. Yeah, I'm never up that early on that freeway, so yeah, I don't know, but man, I'd hate to have to be driving like that, commuting every morning in traffic, just wasting my life away, an hour a day, every day. 2 hours a day, there and back. Yeah, I couldn't do it. Oh, you're back, huh? Did you eat all your food? That was a dumb question, Damon.
Still northbound, very slow speed. Underneath the 10 freeway, still northbound on the 405.
Why don't they pit him now? Because it's going too slow. You actually have to go between us, you know, probably at least, I'd say 25 miles an hour, and he's not even doing that. He's crawling right now. 5-10 miles an hour. He's stopped right now. So, yeah. Welcome to the 405. And again, this isn't Arkansas. You know, the troopers here and the officers here, they're not pitting you at, you know, 100 miles an hour. He's on his phone or something. You can see. Huh? What do you guys think? He's on that phone.
I'm trying to use the phone!
Sorry, bro. I don't know. 25 to 45. Confirmed. 25 to 45 is the proper pit speeds.
All units on all frequency standby. 5855 is in pursuit. I live 261 suspect and a 211 suspect. Northbound 405 under the 10 freeway. Vehicles in Nord model, maroon colored Lincoln SUV.
So, rape and robbery suspect, the 2 R's there. But since you're a serial rapist, look at the... Holy shit. Oh, go back. Look at that. Fucking packed both ways. So, I could say, since you're a serial... Since you're a serial rapist, I can tell you, as soon as you get into jail, you're going to be...
Those men wanted to have sex with me!
That's exactly what's going to happen, and they're going to have it, too. They're going to like that you fight. Oh, you want to make it rough, huh? Come here, soft baby duck. They're going to make you give them Eskimo kisses and everything. Oh, come on, baby. Eskimo kissing never hurt nobody.
West LA and Harbor frequency for pursuit, Harbor's in pursuit of a serial rape suspect and armed 211, so possibly armed 211 suspect. Northbound on the 405 approaching Santa Monica. If I get a West LA unit at the Santa Monica off-ramp with spike strips, in case this guy gets off here, traffic's very slow, so you might want to get off the freeway. Santa Monica is the next exit. If I do have a unit that can get to Santa Monica and the 405 exit, okay.
Everything has a vehicle. 13 has a vehicle on northbound 405 freeway approaching Santa Monica. Request new unit respond with spike strips.
It's like little kids and shit.
At the Santa Monica exit.
Just click on their name and push. Click on their name and block them, because that's what I do. I don't even see them anymore. I'm just blocking them all. Alright, so they're getting in position for them spikes. He's also going to hear this.
Would you like some Merlot? I make it in the toilet.
Want some Merlot? You might even hear.
That's me. That ain't me.
For 5120. We'll do Wilshire first. He's heading to actually Santa Monica's first. So stay in Santa Monica for that northbound exit from the 405, and then the next unit go to Wilshire.
So 5120, you want to switch to the TAC?
Okay, what tack are we switching to?
120 to the airship. Hey, is this going to be better to go for attack for you, or do you want to stay on base?
Stay on base.
No, we can go to attack, and I'll just have Wesley switch to that attack too. 120, yeah, give us attack then. To the Wilshire off ramp and 8836 to the Santa Monica off ramp.
Who's texting me?
Coming.
Are you telling the pursuit to Citywide Tac 2 Channel 44?
The SUV Lincoln, and I'll advise you when he's getting off. We're still northbound. He's still approaching probably a quarter mile from the Santa Monica exit. Slow traffic.
He has vehicles northbound 405 approaching the Santa Monica exit. Vehicles are vehicles are late model, maroon color, newer model, maroon color Lincoln, 8 Paul Henry King 872, 8 Paul Henry King 872.
Are you telling me pursuit start switching to Citywide Tac 2 Channel 44?
And Wesley units, it looks like he is getting off at Santa Monica. Off at Santa Monica. Slow speeds coming your way. And we're switching to channel 44. Let's wait. Units stay on this frequency until after this attempt is hit, and then we'll switch to the TAC.
Okay, here comes another pit.
You need to get down to the off-ramp. He's on the coming from south to north. You need to come down here to the off-ramp and get him on the off-ramp so he doesn't turn.
He has a vehicle exiting the off-ramp on Santa Monica at a slow speed.
I missed it.
Alright guys, over to the right lane, Burgundy SUV. Just use caution,
Come on, get up on there. I'm on Citywide Tac 2. Let's go. Come on.
That's going to be a miss on the spike strip. And maybe getting back.
Another fail.
Northbound, get back to Wilson. He'll be coming your way. And let's all switch to channel 44.
Man.
Switch to channel 44.
You've been saying it. Let's go.
Yes, now eastbound Wilshire, Apollo 405 freeway. Just back on the 405 freeway, approaching Wilshire.
Okay, so now we have the direct feed here on the Citywide Tactical channel, which is kind of good, guys. That way nobody's interfering with them. They'll be on their own channel.
Continuing eastbound Wilshire, approaching Western.
You guys can hear, huh?
Eastbound Wilshire, passing veteran.
That's going to be any better.
Hey guys.
What's up, Aaron? Shout out to you and the rest of Wales. You know, I mean, again...
continuing eastbound on Wilshire, crossing Glendon.
You know, I give him a lot of shit for the throwing of the spike strips. You know, it's this big floppy object. It's hard to toss. You got a car speeding by you sometimes really fast. Can't get too close. You never know, he may swerve and hit you.
Malcolm, unit code 100, Santa Monica and Wilshire.
Okay. So spike strip set up.
Okay, one northbound Shelby from Wilshire.
Northbound Shelby from Wilshire.
Bro going to UCLA. Go hang out with the Bruins, man.
Which direction on Wayburn from Shelby?
Are they chasing me? Yes.
Gonna be Winbrook, westbound.
Kills my skills, yes.
Lynbrook from Shelby.
I'm that skilled that I could sit here and do this and still get chased.
Skills.
That's what I got.
Westwood right now in Winbrook.
Is it what way up?
Unit on Westwood, he is heading your way.
Lynbrook and West Home.
Okay, just on Lynbrook westbound approaching from Westwood. At Westwood.
World Star? Yeah, rest in peace to Guru.
Verifies Westwood, not West Home.
Direction Westwood.
Where's my glasses? Oh, you mean the silver shades? I can put the silver shades.
Westwood.
There we go. There's my chippy shades.
Looks like a successful spike strip
Uh-oh.
at Westwood. And right turn northbound on Bailey.
Looks like that spike strip was successful, so... Oh, boy.
One left front tires would be low.
Alright, left front tire going down.
Northbound Gailey on Westwood.
Yep, you're exactly right. He's in Westwood on Gailey, headed right for fucking UCLA. 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 Fight. No, they're not on Harbor anymore. Oh, there it went. That was a good one, Billy. That was a good one.
Heavy ped traffic in this area. Heavy ped traffic.
Look at all the peds. Get out of the way, dude. Get out of the way. I can't see.
Both tires flat.
Fucking cat, dude.
Driver's side, both tires are going to be flat.
Hey,
Pain in the ass.
Well, how does he do a phone out? It's on the ground back there.
Oh, he threw a phone out. Got all his pedo pics on it, I bet.
K110 retrieve that phone.
Got the pedo pics.
I am no pervert.
Fuck out of here. Pedo pic. Why would you toss your phone out? Like, it just makes no sense unless there's something on that phone you ain't trying to have people see. Look, they've been cutting the trees here. They knew the chase was coming through. Shit, yeah, shout out to the tree trimmers over there getting the job done. If only they could do the rest of the fucking city.
Alright, northbound. Westwood from LeConte.
Continuing northbound Westwood from LeConte.
Yeah, Stinks is bothering me over here. Put the camera back on him. He's acting a fool.
Alright, making a left into the hospital turnaround at that location. Just north of LeConte. Units, if you can set up spike strip, that becomes back around again. That becomes back around, set up spike strip.
Trying to tear up my... Man.
Unit is indeed turnaround at UCLA Medical Center north of LeConte on Westwood.
Shit, yeah, he's going to UCLA Medical Center now.
But if anybody has spike strips, set those up for me.
Going to the hospital. Jonathan, no, I can't see how many people are in the room. It just shows me one number.
All right, very slow in the turnaround, still at the hospital here.
9348 is what it shows me in all of the rooms. That doesn't tell me which has which. That's all 5 rooms combined. Bro, look at him right now. It's a procession. A procession? What is it? Goddamn procession right now. What's going on here?
Hey, I got my shit ready for the next.
82 on YouTube. Nice. Let's go. LAPD
Hey,
just...
George, you and your partner just hold the car and the rest of them can go in a poop pursuit, so you guys can clear the car.
Unit, West LA units, if you guys can come up to that UCLA PD vehicle and set up the spike strips there so we have to go around it.
Uh-oh, UCLA cops are on scene. Shout out to...
That guy leave his car there if you can.
Shout out to Top Flight.
We top flight security of the world, Craig. Shit, not just the city, the world.
That's it. Shout out to Top Flight. Fucking Officer Picklestein out there making sure everybody not going too fat.
Hey guys, everybody except for George and his partner, get ready to go on foot pursuit.
Damn, this bike fat as hell.
My bad, bro.
This is not a chase. Well, it is technically. Just, not a fast one. Now he's stuck. And this motherfucker's trying to be a hero. He's trying to hero it up, mate.
And he goes, don't be a hero, mate. And I said, I'm not trying to be a hero, but the police are coming.
Gonna do another lap here in the turnaround.
Oh, shit. Are we NASCAR racing? What are we doing now? Is it a NASCAR race? Let's go. What's going on?
Hey, if one of you guys can get over to that, where they're
Rub them into the wall.
Stop those cars from coming out of the parking structure.
Oh, you missed that one, Billy.
What an idiot!
Oh.
You can stop them at the ramp when they get to the top level, because they just keep coming out and getting in the way.
Let's watch it. Let's watch it again from another angle. Oh, that one was pretty bad, Billy. That one was pretty bad. That was pretty bad, Bill. Not your best performance. All right, here we go. Still milky enough that you can't see my face. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for...
Round 3.
Where's the bong? Alex, you forgot smoking lamp.
Smoke.
Well, the problem is those things are like kind of collapsible in a sense. If it was more of like a long, stick that you could just toss, it would be so much better, But obviously, how could they then keep them in the cars? I understand it. But, yeah. It's almost better to have one that's less long that is, solid so you can just slide it. And chances are, sliding it under the ground, one of the tires is going to hit it.
Can't get out without running over him. And he is stopped in that turnaround now.
Oh, we're going to do 4 more laps right here. We're just on the caution flag. That's it. We got a caution. There's debris on the track. And that's why we're just, we're holding it yellow right now. It's going to be green, white, checkered. I mean, this is pretty wild. I can't lie.
The door in the turnaround westward north of Lacon.
Suspect is opening the door. He's still in the turnaround on Westwood, north of Lacon, to the UCLA Med Center.
All right, so we're ahead of what we're seeing. We should see him open his door any moment. Because, again, all of these are always on some sort of delay. And what we're hearing on these scanners are direct. There is 0 delay. coming from that tactical channel. So, there you go. Either I'm fucking psychic or I just told you the truth. I think it was the latter. Definitely not psychic. You better fucking not get out of that car. Don't you do it. Don't you do it, Billy. You better stay up in that joint. Give us at least 3 more laps. Don't you do it. I see too much of your head sticking out.
Get back in that goddamn car.
He ain't giving up so easy. No, up. Dang, he stinks. Alright, so you're getting a better shot. Totally looks like a pedo to me.
Very slowly getting out of the vehicle.
Slowly getting out of the vehicle.
What we're dealing with here is a complete lack of respect for the law.
Don't you get out of that car, boy. Get your ass back in there.
You some bitch.
Oh man, is he doing the Harvey Weinstein now where all of a sudden he's crippled? Get him a walker. Yeah, we need to get him a walker ASAP. Hell yeah, he's a faker. Can see it now as soon as he goes down. Oh, get out of here, Billy. Looks like he's Sergeant Slaughter or me. Woo.
I think he is.
I think he should do the hokey pokey or something. I mean, dude, for real though, he does look like the mustard tiger.
You looking at my gut?
I just took a little peek.
I saw you.
So
what are you looking at my gut for?
I mean, bro, that dude looks just like fucking Phil Collins.
Motherfuckers with guts like that ain't off the cheeseburgers. Motherfuckers with guts like that definitely are on the cheeseburgers, dog.
That's it. He's on the cheeseburgers. It's the mustard tiger if I've ever seen one.
Your gut, it's fucking huge. Let's just get this over with. Look,
Aww.
Everybody take a good fucking look. What's the big deal?
Oh, the senior citizen arrest is what he got. Shit, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Better double cuff him, Bill. Well, that was pretty pretty lackluster ending. Pretty lackluster chase.
On the pursuit, Wilshire, and the suspect is in custody. Audience on frequency is clear.
All right, so there you go. It's clear. We'll get all their information right now. Get the flight log, all that good jazz, getting all the info they need for all that stuff, and I think everybody's going to be done. Fuck. But you remember, guys, don't go anywhere. As soon as we're done with this, we're going to go live to the Dalton City Council meeting that has the report from Lori Lightfoot here. See how much Tiffany Hinyard may or may not squandered. So, yeah. Well, he's going in for sure. I mean, I don't feel bad for a dude who's a serial rapist and an armed robber. And obviously he's playing... I don't think he's armed robbing people that, like, looking like that or walking like that. So, either he's doing a good acting job right now. And they did do him a double cuffer. He got cuffs on cuffs, homie. Might have been triple cuffed. One set on each arm and then one between both two sets. Yeah, he's a triple cuffer. That's what happens when you're the mustard tiger. Too many cheeseburger picnics at the trailer park. Too much going at the trailer park tonight. Uh-oh. Okay, hold on a sec here. Did they not? Because it says the video is not live. Oh, yeah, they're live. Shit. This fund had a negative balance of 3.65 million. Holy shit. Alright, hold on a second, guys. Alright, I guess that's it for now, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do this. I know you can't hear it. Give me a moment here. I got the cat in my way, so it doesn't make it any easier, as you can see. I'm going to get the thing up, because that is live right now in Dalton. Just please bear with me here for one moment. You will get the audio side of this, too. And we can always go back after we're done to see what we may or may not have missed. Come on, man. Man, Stinks, get out of the way. Can't use the freaking cat, dude. You're such a pain in my ass. Stinks, I swear. Pain, dude.
Okay. In the door that is reflected for the most part in this presentation, but there are other things that we have asked for, and we're hoping that we're going to get further cooperation from the Kasperic accounting firm. Additional details regarding credit card spending and any receipts that might exist. Detailed accounting records and reconciliations, check registers, which is important. Detailed accounting of inter-fund transfers and balances. What we're seeing, and we need to really look at the detail here, is that there is a transfer from one fund. In some instances, there's restricted funds into another fund, and vice versa. Additional detail, we're looking at what are the financial policies and practices in place, and whether or not those need to be changed, updated, or beefed up in any way. We are continuing to look at what happened in Las Vegas. There are 2 trips, one in May of 2022 and a second in May of 2023. And as I alluded to earlier, the relationship and the intermingling of funds and personnel with Thornton Township is something we're very focused on as well. Right now. We defer to the trustees.
There goes my hat.
Well, first and foremost, I want to thank Mayor Lightfoot, her colleagues, as well as our legislative attorneys as well for the time and effort put into that. So again, I'll ask for a round of applause for the work that's been done. I'm going to defer to any of the board members, see if there's questions of the report that has been presented.
Let me retitle it now before people start
I'm
screaming.
Turn over to Trustee Norwood.
Get out of here.
That was a lot to digest there.
Yes.
I just want for the residents that, because I know sometimes there are a lot of residents that still don't understand. For us trustees, our job is to oversee the finances. For the last 3 years, I know it looks as though there's been a lot of fighting, but we've been fighting for transparency so that things like this won't happen. We were locked out of my viewpoint maybe about a year or two ago. Once we did start sharing the receipts and the information with the residents, they stopped that, right? Police overtime. In the very beginning, we stated, hey, I wasn't even totally opposed to police detail of some sort. But what I stated was for how long and how many, right? That's important. And it was important because now they never gave us this information, and now we see that we're spending millions of dollars in overtime, and the only one really protected in Dalton is her, and it's not fair. Vendors, you all have heard me say for the last few years, bring RFPs in front of the board. Bring RFPs in front of the board. It's extremely important that we have a process put in place so that as trustees, we can make the right decisions regarding vendors. We want these services to be provided to the residents. I want you all to know that we're never against you all receiving services, but we don't want to pay more. We don't want people receiving kickbacks and charging us way more for the services that the residents deserve. Hopefully, moving forward, we can get the mayor to work with us and provide some of this information. That's the hopes. But in the meantime, we'll continue to show up. We're going to continue to work with the residents. We're going to continue to get you the information, right? And let's just hang in there. We're almost there. We're doing all the necessary steps in terms of a board, because we still want to try to work with this administration to the end. Our goal is still to attempt, no matter what, for the residents. So I just want you all to know that we want to work together. That's the goal. We are put here for checks and balances, and hopefully they can start bringing things in front of us. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. If you're okay, I'm gonna get Bert and Lori, and then I'm gonna let you and Lori be here.
Man. Get the super mayor up there to talk about that mess. Give it to Trustee Belcher. She gonna tear her new asshole.
Y'all know it took everything in my soul to sit here and stomach this report. As we've been saying, and I'm gonna refer back to Trustee Norwood. Anybody that has watched the meetings, I said the checks that's sitting on the desk that ain't been cashed. Nobody has to come to a board meeting and tell a lie about anything. It's common sense. It's simple multiplication. When you have people emailing you every day about their invoices and payments.
13 cents.
This goes as far back of June 9, 2022. It's sad. It's sickening. People came last month when we got our tax bills in an uproar about the tax. Can y'all imagine when we do take initiative to even start straightening this out, how our tax bill is gonna look? That $6.8 million did never come. And it was spent before deposited. It's simple math. $6 million, $6.1 million in checks sitting somewhere. $40,000 at Amazon.
Huh?
What a slap in the face to everybody that reside in 60419 zip code.
40K in Amazon shit?
The meeting, and Mayor Lightfoot, I'm so grateful for this information that you provided.
All right, everybody.
Because it takes somebody else to come in to show that we've been trying to stop this. And we've been doing minimal damage. So could you have imagined if we just sat up there and approved everything that was going on? Because she gonna ride off in her BMW and we'll still be here stuck.
She gonna ride off to jail.
We have been financially raped.
The penitentiary. She gonna go into the pen.
And when people rape people, they get anything they deserve.
I think that was a shout out to one of the other trustees, not the mayor.
I'm just going to say what I've been saying for months and months and months. The bag been empty in 2022. The bag, it was never anything in the bag. And you still continue to say, they're lying, they're lying, they're lying. Here is proof for everyone to see, and even the ones who doubt us. If you don't see through this, it's nothing I can say to you. Even last week, sitting with Mayor Lightfoot, it's a punch in the gut. As the lady said from out of town, you've been hoodwinked, you've been bamboozled.
Led astray.
Led astray.
Led astray.
All of that.
Stand on business.
And for a person to sit there and constantly lie, lie, lie. Every board meeting, I don't say much because I just can't see how the girl tell them lies like that. It's unbelievable for a person to say that and for people to believe. So we thank God for Mayor Lightfoot's being here today, her presentation. Now, if this doesn't open up the eyes to these residents and let us know what as we say, the black jobs mean black vote. Everybody tell somebody. February of 2025, clean house. Clean house. You got to. This is just unbelievable. I mean, to even sit here, even though I said last week, it's a stomach ache. I've been punched all over tonight. It's ridiculous to see how our tax dollars have been recklessly spent by this young lady. So definitely give us time. Residents, we're asking you to work with us. We're doing our very, very best. So definitely hang in there with us. And thank you all again for coming out tonight.
Red ball. It gives me wings.
Okay, I'm gonna also ask Attorney Olderson to comment on some of the work that he's been doing.
They got one mic from 19 people. Well, there's our favorite friend on the left.
So my takeaways from tonight and from what we have seen over the last 3 years that we have been legislative counsel for these trustees. Number one, the hiring of Mayor Lightfoot was not only smart, but incredibly necessary, as you've seen tonight. Her work
Did she get paid?
Extraordinary and will continue to produce information for this board and for the public, which you need to know and the board needs to know in order to try to right the ship. Without her and her skill and her staff, we wouldn't be sitting here tonight with this information for you. There is a lot of work to do. More financial discovery from Mayor Lightfoot.
Woody Allen.
More layoffs and readjustment of personnel. Leadership change at the police department. Stopping of harassment of employees.
That would be funny, Josh.
The lawyers, trying to work with the 40-plus lawsuits that have been filed against this village in the last 3 years. Our firm has not been paid for 3 years. Why? Because the mayor won't sign the checks in hopes of us leaving. She has a motion to fire us on every agenda and usually rails against us on every agenda. But I can tell you this, we're not leaving, and we're staying with Dalton.
He's writing with a pencil. You don't see that too often.
I just ask as a human being, not as a lawyer, not as a politician, that the people of the village of Dalton stick with this board of trustees because they're heroic in and of themselves. And I don't say that because there's an election coming. You'll get plenty of information on that. Mm-hmm. But I say that because we have hard months ahead.
He is old school.
Knowing these finances, knowing what we just went through to get some insurance for the village, which was extraordinarily difficult and incredibly costly. We have a lot of work to do to right the ship. A lot.
still use regular pens.
I want to
pencils,
thank Mayor Lightfoot, who I've known for many years and admired for many years, and her staff. And I certainly want to thank the Mayor Pro Tem and the trustees and your wonderful clerk who works under difficult conditions. And who did get into the Village Hall today, even though the mayor changed the locks again for the third time to lock everybody out of the Village Hall, including the employees and the trustees that she didn't want in there.
That's hysterical.
So we continue, every day there's something new. So I just want to thank you, Jason House, and the board, and Mayor Lightfoot. Thank you.
3 times. How much money was wasted on the locksmith?
I want to highlight one comment made by Attorney Olson.
To change the lock barrels or the entire lock. Locks.
3 years without pay. Not many, if any, other attorney would take on that walk with the board, with the residents of this community. And it seemed that every turn as things were getting worse, Bert got more pissed. So I'll just jab at him and say, "You heard what she say about you?" But in all candidly speaking, there is when we talk about partnerships and what it takes for us to try to get to an end. And I'm saying this because, as you see, we have a big hole. So we want to make sure that the partnerships continue, because that's what's going to get us out of this hole as well. And I want to say thank you for the service that you guys have provided. Okay, I want to turn over to Mayor Lightfoot for kind of her final comments. As the board has asked questions, we're going to pause to give them a moment to exit. The board is here to answer questions, but I'm also serious about this hourly rate that I don't want to make sure we spend frivolously.
It's the friends and family discount.
But
you ain't paying them in 3 years anyways.
Are heard and rightfully so.
What's the difference?
The board is here, and we'll make some comments on what our next steps and our plan is, and we're here to hear from the residents after that. But Mayor Lightfoot, please.
I just want to share a couple of final comments with you all. I know how I felt.
Bro, she's straight
when
an alien.
I started
There's
seeing
just
these
no
numbers.
way she's human being.
So I can imagine how all of you are feeling after all this time being in the dark.
No way.
And I just want to let you know this isn't just a job. This isn't just some task.
That came off a spaceship.
And so we have worked very, very diligently, very hard under difficult circumstances to get as much information as we could to share with you. You may hear a number of things in the coming days, but what I can assure you is the information that we have shared, that we're putting our names on, is drawn directly from the financial records of this village. We wouldn't be here sharing this information, advising the trustees and talking with legislative council if we didn't have confidence in the numbers. There are a number of other things we know.
Not enough Viagra or Cialis, Brad.
We got to verify them 20 ways from Sunday. But this, if you hear this is fake news, it's not real, no.
I'm going to need a blindfold, a clothespin for my nose, a bottle of Cialis, a bottle of Viagra,
we figured that folks would probably
14
want to take a
popsicle
little time to
sticks,
study these numbers in a little
a
more
roll of
detail.
duct
We
tape,
have 100 copies of this
and 20 million
deck,
raw
that
in
we will leave,
a
paper copies.
duffel bag.
So after the meeting is over, you can feel free to come get them. First come, first serve. Don't worry, media. We've already shared the electronic copies with you all, so you should have that.
And some noise-canceling headphones
thank you for showing
that's
up
playing
for
real
yourselves
porn.
and for your families and for your community.
So I don't hear her, smell her, or see her.
I'm going to pause briefly to give Mayor Lightfoot and our attorneys a moment to exit, and then we're going to make some.
Maybe just give me a motorcycle helmet and we'll black out the visor.
Open for citizens' address.
Thank you for telling us something we already know and the FBI is going to find out anyways. Like, what did she really find out that the FBI and the CIA and all whoever's I think it's just the FBI. Just the FBI that's looking into her, and everybody else, of course, see all the dealings. So, what is she really finding out that they didn't? But I don't know. I know what the FBI and Secret Service are like nowadays. So, Lightfoot might be the better choice for not only the investigation, but for security services as well. She might be able to at least holster a weapon. You know, less frightened around the firearm in her than I am those that I saw on tape. Let's see. Now, guys, we could go back here because I don't know if they're just gonna make it like a Q&A where everybody's just walking up and like, you know, a little meet and greet. I think that's probably what's going on here. So if you want, we can go back to the starting and see what we missed to see if there was fireworks, you know, that kind of a thing.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
He's trying to get him some young trim right there.
I got
Getting them some young stuff. All these old ladies in the room. And, yeah, boy, he went over there and got him some young trim. Get over here, girl. Give me a little sugar.
Hey, Harris.
Getting it in. All right, yeah, we'll rewind. I just wanted to give it here just a sec here to see what anything may change, but I don't think so. See, this is why I really didn't cover them in the first place, these Thornton Township meetings, because for the most part, sometimes she's not even there. You know? So.
Yes, sir. Was easy?
It looks like she was not there today. And that's when all the fire comes. Because they hate her. She hates them. And all these people pretty much hate her. And she pretty much pretends to like them.
Start at 9:30.
Alright, so let's do this. Alright, so you shouldn't be hearing anything right now. It should be see it, not hear it, kind of thing. So let's alright. Bro, this fucking see this? I think you tell me they got better sound guy? Fucking sounds like Spy Hunter playing in the background. Alright, so this is the beginning of the meeting. Make it slide a little further, but I figure they should be starting here any moment. Yeah, that 8-bit arcade music. Fucking original Tekken fucking shit or Street Fighter. Hadouken! 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 Bro, it sounds like asteroids. Like you're blowing up the asteroids. We're playing Tempest. It's the sound of DEI, baby. Oh, we're getting it. Oh, we're getting it. He's trying. He's thumping.
Test.
He testing. The other one don't even test. The other one don't even test.
Good evening, all. We're testing our sound
test,
system. It will be about 3 to 5 minutes, and we'll be starting.
I figured you'd probably do that when the room was empty. Because surely you don't need the room to be full in order to do a test. But yeah, that's just little tidbit, little tip for you. Well, we're all over the place with that sound.
Are we okay if they put up the title slides?
We're low, we're high. 20 minutes in, we haven't started yet. She got the sweet tick on it. It's like one of those, what are they called? Fuck, what is that thing? God damn it. It's like it's not a tick, it's not a metronome.
Okay, good evening, everybody. How's everybody today?
Maybe it is a metronome.
It's
Drummers
wonderful
and
to see
everything
so
use it
many
for the beat.
smiling faces and interested faces,
Yeah,
and so we want to make sure that we keep the spirits up. We have a
Sounds
lot of
good now.
information to report, so we're going to go get ready to convene our meeting. I'll ask first Clerk Key for a roll call.
Good evening, everyone. Okay. Trustee Norwood?
Aye.
Trustee Stan Brown is absent.
Of course,
Trustee
Stan Brown.
Tammy Brown?
Present.
Trustee House?
Present.
Trustee Holmes is absent. Trustee Belcher? We have a quorum. And I'm sorry, we did not start the meeting correctly. The meeting is 6:33 p.m.
Thank you very much. This meeting being properly called by 3 trustees, Trustee House, Trustee Belcher, and Trustee Tammy Brown. We want to make sure we mark on the record
It's petty,
in the absence of the
Pendergrass.
mayor, as the mayor is not present with us. I'm convening it as Mayor Pro Tem, and this meeting is properly called with 48 hours notice. First,
She
we're going to
wouldn't
ask
show up.
everybody to do the pledge, stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by prayer.
She's not showing up because this report's about her and her spending. And just notice how the other 3 that are absent or the other 2 are the ones on her side. Stan Brown loves her, licks her ass all day. That's sent. And then the other guy, what's his fucking name? Andrew
I'll ask if we
Holmes.
can remain standing, and I'll ask former
He's the
trustee
one that got
Valerie
in
Stubbs
trouble
if she
for
could
the
lead us in prayer, please.
alleged sexual assault that happened in Las Vegas. And again, he's on the mayor's side. So that's why they dipped out. They won't show up. And they, up there, all get along. Yeah, she's just gonna she's gonna do like Octomom and just get into like porn real quick and start making some good money. That's what Tiffany's gonna do.
Amen.
She's gonna roll over on everybody like the other guy is rolling over on her right now. The one who already got in trouble for the bankruptcy.
Okay,
Keith-
first
Keith
order
Freeman.
of business is general announcements. I'll ask the board if there are any general announcements to be made at this time.
The one they just fired last week.
Good evening, everyone. Just want to remind you this coming Saturday, tea with the trustees in this room, 14700 Evers, Lester Long Fieldhouse, will be tea with the trustees, 9:30 a.m. All the people we see here, we definitely want to see you guys Tuesday. We have awesome information every second. I'm sorry, this Saturday, we definitely have awesome information that we also share on those second Saturdays of every month. So please, please, please come out and join us. It's actually for you, the residents. Of course, you know, in the board meeting, you don't get a chance to, it's supposed to be citizens' address instead of citizens' comments. So this is the time for you to come out and tell us what you want to see done, and hopefully we can get those things taken care of. So please come out this Saturday, not Tuesday, 9:30 a.m. right here in this very room. Thank you.
When Smoke Weed with the Trustees Day.
Thank you, Trustee Brown. Any additional comments from the board?
I want to smoke weed with the trustees.
May I be recognized?
No, I'm watching them on their other channel.
Good evening, everyone.
They are
First,
starting
I'd
to
like
sit
say
down, I
thank you
think.
all for coming out. As everyone knows, this information
I don't know.
tonight, everybody has been waiting on. So good to see a lot of Dalton residents out, just because they want to know what's
What they
going
doing?
on with their tax dollars.
Now they done sat back
Please
down.
just
Hold on.
give Mayor
on a
Lightfoot
second.
the respect.
Where are we
It's
at?
a wealth of.
Hold on, where are we at? Okay.
Yes, sir. Was easy? Clap twice. Hey, this thing works. Can we hear me clap 3 times? All right, thank you. I love the camaraderie and spirit.
It's like church.
We want to reconvene our meeting so that way we can talk about next steps, adjourn this meeting. I will say, I want to highlight one step that we've been able to accomplish in the recent weeks, is our deputy clerk. In recent weeks, because of some of the diligence of the board, diligence of the clerk's office, with the assistance of our attorneys, we're pleased to announce Deputy Clerk Eris Montgomery is back in the village of Dalton, and I'll ask that she come forward. Her is Deputy Clerk Montgomery. Is she here? I did tell her she was coming. Okay, when she arrives, we'll ask her to step up front and take the rightful seat along with our board members. So we want to make that announcement. Number two, President Cleo Jones had some announcements you wanted to make to the community of progress that is going on, so I'll ask that you join.
I want to hear from the public.
Hello. Good evening, everyone. Thank you guys for coming out to the Dalton Park District. It was a very orderly meeting. I appreciate you guys. You have to go through no metal detectors. Come here to the park. Yes. So let me tell you guys a little progress that's going on. First of all, I'd like to thank the Mayor Pro Temp. I'd like to thank the village trustees for all the hard, diligent work they have done. I also like to thank our attorney, Michelle Broughton-Fountain, is here. We have our Board of Commissioners, Vice President Gail Towers, is she still here?
Yeah, keep it up.
We have Commissioner Harris, Commissioner Rochelle, and Commissioner Wells, if they both are still here. So the progress that has been made was, we've been working very, very hard to improve our parks throughout the Dalton community. And we've been getting a whole lot of obstructions, getting that done by getting the proper permits put in place to get these done by the village of Dalton. So we finally, after many, many years, after several years, well, not several years, but after years of trying to proceed to get permits to get a project started, a reconstruction project started at Blackstone Park, located at 146 in Blackstone. We finally got the permits put in place. Finally. Once again, I thank the trustees for their hard, diligent work on making this happen for us. Also, clerks, we thank you guys as well for you guys prior to signing off on this to get this done. We really appreciate you guys. So, without further ado, beginning August 1st, which is Monday, Blackstone Park is going under construction. And with that construction, Blackstone Park is going to get a complete renovation. Things like including a walking path, a gazebo, a life-size game table, picnic shelter, additional parking, a fitness area, and a brand new playground that's coming there. This is some of the things that, on behalf of our trustees, help us to get done. So we appreciate, on behalf of the Dalton Park District, we appreciate you, the community, who stood up and helped fight the bully to ensure that this is our community, this is our town, and these are the things that we need to get done. That's right. You got to understand something. It's not about one person. It's not about one person. It's about all of us. Why will we have to take our kids to Orland Park, Tinley Park, and play in their playgrounds when we have our own playgrounds? We're going to continue to build. We're going to continue to build this partnership. And we're going to continue to work with our trustees. We thank them for all they have done, and we appreciate you guys. Have a good night.
Thank you very much, President Jones. So just some comments as we talk about this, and it's we have become or maybe remained a town divided over these years. So I want to make sure that we're focusing on what happened only by way of knowing what not to do to repeat our past failures, what we need to do to overcome or put safeguards in places and strengthen policies and procedures. In some cases, in many cases, we've had the policies and procedures on the books, and they're just not being followed. But through persistence, and I'm going to say persistence not only of this board, but many Dalton residents. So I want to ask that you give yourselves a round of applause, because without the many people that come in week after meeting after meeting, stating what's going on and saying, as a resident of this community, I'm not happy, and we've been termed in many ways as kind of a ish show, and some other expletives that are not favorable. That's not what we want for our community. I do have to say that in any town, when the numbers look that bad, there should be some noise. There should be some outrage. There should be some frustration. To that end, we want to start now working towards resolve. And that's what this meeting is about, is getting to the bottom of what's happening so we can start having our plans moving forward, and we can bring back order to Dalton in order to our finances. With that said, some of the things that we have implemented, we've already implemented credit card freezes. And I think the biggest component of us, and us being the board, us being the residents, us being this community, us being the media, exposing is that it's made anybody leery of taking more missteps in the future. It's gotten the administration and many people in it to give us the cooperation that we've deserved for many, many years. So while I'm frustrated at what it took for us to get here, I'm pleased that we can start to see the end of the road, and you can see things like the Park District getting their permits. We can see that we have a deputy clerk back. We can see business licenses coming back to this community. This board has remained diligent. This community has remained diligent, and we will continue this until we get back to where we deserve. There will be a hiring freeze. The board has already made the announcement that we are going into a hiring freeze that will be voted formally at our next board meeting.
No more
and as we see, it's necessary. I don't want to scare employees by saying that there are layoffs needed, but there are tough decisions that have to come when this budget, in this upcoming budget, that we are overdue on approving. So the next big step for us is we want everybody to watch out for the budget process, because it will be coming very quickly. We will make sure it's done transparently and have open discussions, and we will have it with the department managers so that way we can identify what the cuts mean in terms of service. We will implement a travel policy, which is overdue and much needed. And sometimes you think that things are common sense, and you're like, why should we have to have a policy for it? But so you have to do what you have to do at many moments. And I think it's important that we note when we have $6.1 million of checks and vendors that are out there, we want all vendors to know that we will be contacting them. And we fully intend on taking care of that debt. And we will be working with them to make sure they are made whole, because they do not deserve to be in this process as well. So with all those things being said, that kind of gives a snippet or overview. We could talk more through it at Tea with the Trustees this Saturday, 9:30, Dalton Park District. So having said that, I'll see if any colleagues on the board have any comments, and if not, we're going to open for public comments.
Oh, they are doing public comment. Let's hear it.
Okay.
I want to hear
Hearing
some
none,
turkey
we're going to
booner.
open for public comments. We'll ask 3 minutes. After 3 minutes comes, I will do a wave, letting you know that you've hit the 3-minute mark, and we'll ask that we conclude at that moment.
That needs to go. Why are we sitting in a town that burns feces?
Greetings, everyone.
Why is that
In view
going
of tonight's
on?
report, I think one thing is apparent. Since Thornton Township has been used to launder money, commingle funds, and things of that nature, I think it's long time that we start going to their meetings also, and that we start working together, trustees to trustees, citizen to citizen. We have to find a way to rid our village of that malevolent administration that we now live in.
Straight up. He ain't
So
lying.
the only way I can see to do that, we have to fight them from every angle. Because right now, they go from one entity to the other, doing this, doing that, and even with the great work done by Mayor Lightfoot, they still haven't been able to track down everything that they're doing. So in order for us to thrive, we are the canaries in the coal mine right now. We need to make that apparent to everyone in this south suburban region. It happened to us. She's using you all, he's using that entity to wash the money. It's pretty obvious. And we got to find a way to stop that. And I do have a question. Do any of these things, if proven, does any of this stuff rise to the level of criminal? I don't know who might know that, but there's got to be some. If they can get a guy for stealing $10,000 out of a bank or something, embezzling, this is embezzling on the grand scale. That's pretty much all I have to say right now.
So I'll give a quick response. We feel that it does rise to the level of criminal. All information received in our report and further reports will be turned over to all authorities relevant to make a final determination.
I'm so accustomed to public comments. So this is to every resident of the village of Dalton that is here and not here. This is to let you know, this is not fake news. This is real. And to all the residents that seem to think that this is not real, you need to get a copy of this. To all the residents that think, oh, she's doing a great job and she's giving this party and we're going to get hot dogs and they're giving the kids Easter baskets and televisions and CD players and laptops. That's our money. It ain't her money. It's our money. And free 99 ain't always good. So I employ every resident that seems to want to go to every event that she does, stop going. Stop going.
It's true.
Don't support nothing that she's giving. What you need to do is support these individuals up here that's been working for us. And to all the individuals, because it's election time, to all the individuals that want to throw their hat in the ring, or I'm going to run for trustee, or I'm going to run for village clerk. No, these are the individuals that have been working for us. So if you're going to do something, put your money, your support, your time, get out and knock on doors, make telephone calls for Clerk Key, for Jason House as mayor, for Brittany Norwood to retain her seat as trustee, for Kiana Belcher, who always have the receipts, to continue her job as our village trustee. That's what the Village of Dalton residents need to do. This is real. It ain't fake, and they ain't fake either.
Man, you guys you don't let her live that CD players down. It's a big fish
Greetings,
moment.
residents. Former trustee Edward Steve, to the media, to the cameras, to the YouTubers. We've been known for these chaotic board meetings over the last few months. So they think that's all Dalton is. Look how smooth this meeting was today. Look how calm, professional. That's not what Dalton is. This is what Dalton is. So when y'all see this news media, and when y'all see how smooth this meeting went, know that this is Dalton. The other meetings is not Dalton. This is Dalton. I want to say also,
He's been licking his lips like P. Diddy.
For years, they've been saying every meeting, they don't want to pay these people. Pay the people, pay the people. How come Stan Brown ain't here today? He been saying, pay the people, pay the people.
Tell him, bro.
And we've been saying, no, they don't have the money. So now it's vindication when you sit there and get berated over and over again, and people come to you and say, how come you don't pay the people? Why are you holding up the vendors? This shows you that she's been lying the whole damn time. The whole damn time. So I thank y'all. I thank you, trustees, and Clean House 2025.
Dalton Strength. Shout out to the Dalton trustees.
Good evening, everyone. I've got
She got
two
thrown out
questions
last meeting.
and a comment. We love you guys. This is our future, but don't forget Ed Steve.
Ed Steve. He was at the
My
ribbon
question
cutting.
number one is, how many people in this audience are not registered to vote? How many people in this audience know someone who is not registered to vote? Well, it's obvious they're out here. We're all registered, and I guarantee you we don't all vote. We need to change that. We have people who have signed up and they're now deputy registers. If you know someone, reach out to the trustees, reach out to us. We will make sure that's done. But stop sitting at home. You go to the clubs, you go to church, you go to the store, you go wherever you want to go in the winter. Go to the polls.
Go to the polls. Where's my girlfriend Tanjanique?
Everyone.
Did she get fired? She better not have. No, better not have fired.
Trustees and everyone here.
It's my girlfriend.
I prepared a speech. I'm a little nervous, but I wanted to say my piece today. So I want to start by expressing my heartfelt thanks to each and every one of you. And as a resident of Dalton, I've been a resident of Dalton for the past 3 years. I live here with my husband and my 5 children. Many of you know me, some of you don't. But I've been here for, like I said, for 3 years, and I'm also a new business owner here. So I felt truly welcome.
She's
by
fine,
this
50
community,
cal.
and that's the thanks to the incredible support I received from all of you, and also from the trustees and clerk, you as well. So I can't express enough how much that your help has meant to me, especially when I was facing my own personal challenges. You were there when I needed someone to turn to, and that support made all of the difference to me. So I'm so thankful to each and every one of you for standing by me, particularly when others, including Mayor Tiffany Henyard, was not available to offer me assistance. So living and working in Dalton has been an eye-opening experience for me. While there's been so much potential and so many wonderful people in this town, I've also seen the challenges that we face. And I hope to have worked closely with Mayor Henyard, but someone from my own generation, to uplift and empower women like myself in our community. And it's heartbreaking to say that instead, I've been confronted with troubling rumors, well, not rumors anymore, facts, of corruption and dishonesty. It's disheartening to hear the truth and about the expenditures and scams associated with Tiffany Mayor Henyard's tenure here as mayor. And it's not the reality I wish to find in the town that I've come to care about. So I want to thank you and the trustees, all of you have supported me. I'm honored to be a part of this community, and I look forward to working together with all of you to make Dalton a better place for everyone. Thank you.
And I'm proud to say she's my neighbor.
Won't you be my neighbor? Tanjanique is my neighbor.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Got
a Cubby fan.
Right now, I am in limbo as far as my living situation. And I was kind of undecided as to whether I wanted to reside in Dalton. But now that all of this information's come out and I see how much the trustees love the residents and this village, I think this is going to be my home. So, I'm going to be a Daltoneer.
Daltoneer.
That's all I wanted to say, and I love you guys.
Go Cubs!
You know I love you guys.
Go Cubs!
Good evening, residents. My name is Cassandra Jordan. I've been a resident here in Dalton for 16 years.
You Michael's mom?
And when I look at the situation and everything that's going on, I can just honestly say I'm just so disgusted with what is going on in this village. And I want to encourage the voters, because I've come to the point that I don't just vote because you're just black. We have to start doing our due diligence and start researching the people that we actually cast our votes for.
There you go.
We can no longer just take handouts and because you're my favorite or because I like you. We have to literally start doing our research.
There you go.
And for those of you that voted for Tiffany, I'm just going to honestly say it. You might not like me. You just didn't do your research.
That's it.
I mean, you can honestly look at this chick and see that there was an issue and that there was a problem.
And she had an arrest record.
I mean, when you do your research, you see, I mean, if you got a person with a criminal background,
that's it.
Who in their right mind would have put her in position? So I say to you all, do your due diligence and just stop voting for people because they're black.
Hopefully you'll remember that in November.
We have to do our
5th,
research.
when you're at the
And
polls.
if a lot of you all had done your research, a lot of this stuff would have been avoided. That's all I'm going to have to say.
She's absolutely right. Couldn't have said it better myself. She hit it right on the head.
Good evening. My name is Cynthia Brewer, and I moved here in September 2019. And I thought, no, it was a nice village at the time I moved here. It's really ironic with all the stuff that's happening, and I just bought my house. It was nice. I couldn't just sell it and move somewhere else. So I am so very glad that we are getting to the point where we're getting this taken care of, because it would be a shame for me, somebody who just moved into the village, to have to move out because of things that are happening. And what I'm also asking for is transparency. When I first moved here, I can go on the website, I can see what all the trustees were doing, and it was easy. Now it's hard because I have to follow your website and some other places, and sometimes some of the activities that you put on, we don't even know about, because they're not placed anywhere for us to see.
She's right.
So I'm looking forward to having the website be more transparent, having the trustees' information, and also when we do public comment, we don't get, we used to be able to get some feedback. So those things, please bring them back. Thank you.
Go Brewers. Yes, Milwaukee. It's Algonquin for the good
I want
land.
to thank everybody. We're going to be adjourning, so I think Trustee Belcher, have a motion to adjourn.
Yes, that's it.
I hear a motion and a second. Clerk Key, please roll call.
Trustee Norwood. Trustee Tammy
only got
Brown.
one mic.
Trustee House. Trustee Belcher.
Aye.
Meeting adjourned at
All right, so it's official.
8:13 p.m.
Okay, so the meeting is
I want
over.
to thank everybody. Hope to see you soon. It's great to see you.
We'll go back to
There are two phones that, where were they left? There are two phones that were left in the bathroom. These not. No, those not. Hers was pink.
You gonna say something on the hot mic real quick?
That's not hers. Two phones left in the bathroom.
Who was dumping and forgot they shit 2 times? You forgot your phone and your burner phone in the bathroom.
Please check to see if you have your phones. Please check to see if you have your phones.
What the hell are you doing in the bathroom day and night? Why don't you get out of there? Give someone else a job.
Now it's getting all loud in there. Well, I need a Dalton Fire shirt. That'd be awesome to wear.
I'm sure, thank you. Okay, what's the street?
Yeah, Josh, somebody just sent me that thing. Somebody sent me that. That's crazy. The picture of that guy is wild. And they were pretty close on their whatchamacallit, their sketch. Where is it? Where were we? We were there, and then they restarted.
All this.
Is absent. Trustee Tammy Brown.
Present.
Trustee House.
Present.
Trustee Holmes is absent. Trustee Belcher.
Here.
We have a quorum. And I'm sorry, we did not start the meeting correctly. The meeting is 6:33 p.m.
Thank you very much. This meeting being properly called by 3 trustees, Trustee House, Trustee Belcher, and Trustee Tammy Brown. We want to make sure we mark on the record in the absence of the mayor, as the mayor is not present with the pieces that I've seen.
Sorry, guys. I know we watched
it mirrors exactly what we knew, is that we are in a dire financial position. That is something that I think, as the numbers come, can be extremely frustrating to the residents of this community, and we want to make sure that we are recognizing where we are and using this as a jumping point to where we can to get back where we need to be and to thriving. So we want to make sure that everybody's taking in the information. We deserve to know this information. I want to echo the sentiments of Trustee Tammy Brown and saying thank you for all of the hours and all of the hard work. Not too many hours, we put a cap on it. But I want to say thank you for all of the hard work that has been put
He laughs
into
like
this.
Fozzie's bear from the
We noted
Muppets.
this as a preliminary report, but we felt it very urgent that we share the findings because we made promises to do this in a transparent manner with the community. So there still are some stages to go. I'm sure Mayor Lightfoot will talk about some of the hurdles and obstacles. And as a board, after the board has questions, the board will be present to answer what our next steps are. But without further ado, I want to turn over to Mayor Lightfoot.
All right, so here we go. This is what we came for, the actual report from the alien herself. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Can you all hear me just fine, and particularly the folks in the back of the room? All right. First and foremost, I want to just emphasize a couple points. That Trustee House and others have made. First of all, thank you to the trustees, to Madam Clerk, to Mike McGrath and Bert Olson. This
McGrath?
Has been a challenging investigation, to say the least, because we have not received the level of cooperation from the mayor and her team that I would have hoped. Nonetheless, we've had, I think, a breakthrough that's allowed us to be here in front of you today to give you the information that I know the trustees for sure and the members of the public have been seeking for some time. But I do want to emphasize, this is just preliminary. We have more work to do, but as Trustee House said, we believe that it was very important to come before the members of the public so you would have some context for what the current state of your finances are as city government. As has been alluded to, I think there's going to have to be some tough decisions that are made, but you've got to make that with as complete a set of information as possible, and that's what this presentation is intended to do. Our work is ongoing, and we expect to finish with in expedited fashion. But as I said, we wanted to get to you as quickly as possible.
All right, let's get to the
report. A couple of points, just so we're all. I'm not an accountant, and I suspect many of you in the room are not. But we will be covering some accounting terms, and wanted to just make sure that everybody had the same basic level of understanding as we go through these slides. We're going to talk about how the Village of Dalton handles its accounting system. We'll talk about in length, in detail, about the preliminary assessment of the financial status. We're going to go over what we've seen as increasing expenditures since 2021, unfunded expenditures, the current cash status, credit card use. Then we'll do a summary, and then we'll entertain questions from the trustees. So let me just jump right into it. Many of you know that the village, in the same manner as other municipalities in the state, accounts for its finances using what's called fund accounting. That means, that's just a fancy word of saying the expenses and the revenues are divided up into specific buckets of dollars, and those funds are what we're going to be talking about. The village maintains three categories of fund: a general governmental fund, the proprietary fund, and a fiduciary fund.
For all the douches.
Under each category, actually, I'm going to pass it to my colleague, Amanda, who will go into more detail about these different funds. Go ahead, Amanda, sorry about that.
So within each category,
I have to talk about that.
So within each category of funds, there are underlying funds that are used to account for resources that are for different purposes. The first category, governmental funds, includes the general fund, which is going to be the focus of our presentation this evening. And the general fund is what's used to account for the day-to-day operations of the village. Additionally, there are what are known as special revenue funds. These are specific funds for specific purposes. This includes the motor fuel tax and TIF money. The final governmental fund is debt service funds, where the village's debt obligations are accounted for, which is primarily the public bond debt. The final two categories of funds, which we will not be covering today, are proprietary funds, which account for transactions that are more business in nature, operations that should be funded by customer payments. That's the water fund, the sewer fund, and the fitness center. And the final are fiduciary funds, which are held for non-governmental parties, and that is the village's pension trust fund.
Trust fund, baby. Let's get down to the actual brass tacks. What was she fucking spending?
So let's jump into the specifics. Many of you know that the village's fiscal year runs from May 1 to April 30th. So it's those 12 months, but they span 2 years. Certain financial disclosures are mandated under state law that the village reports to the comptroller of the state each fiscal year. Two documents that we're going to talk specifically about are the annual financial report, and you see the citation there, it's a state law, and the audited financial statements. The village has not, and let me repeat that, the village has not complied with these statutory requirements since fiscal year 2021. There's no annual financial report available after 2021, and no audited financial statements after 2021. So what that means is the information that we're providing you has not been thoroughly audited by a CPA, but we do have information coming from an entity that essentially serves as the finance department of the village.
Okay. Okay.
Historically, from what we can tell, the village has had small or no full-time financial staff. At various times, even though statutorily there's a provision for a city treasurer, none exists and hasn't for some time. There's a provision for a finance director. There's been intermittent people that have served that role, but that role has been vacant as of May of this year. And before that, the person who held the role started working part-time as of the end of December in 2023. So as you can see, given the lean or no financial staff, there's a lot of dependence upon the John Kasparic accounting firm, which is functionally operated as the village's finance department for some time. What we have examined are monthly financial reports from January of 2021 to May of 2024, produced by the Kasparic firm. And as I mentioned, due to the village's failure to conduct an audited financial statement, we have to caveat the accuracy of the information, but we feel fairly confident based upon lining out not only the monthly reports, but looking at bank statements that match up with the information that's in the financial reports. And we had the opportunity to talk to some of the folks at the Kasparic firm who are responsible for managing the finances of the village, and that work is ongoing. As of May 30th of this year, the village's general fund was in a net deficit position, meaning that there is insufficient funds in that
right now, though.
general fund.
It was.
As we mentioned, the general fund is used to account for the majority of the village's day-to-day operations, including payroll and vendor payments. The village's special revenue fund and debt service fund, however, are in a positive position, but each of those funds are restricted funds, meaning you cannot borrow from one to give to the other. And that is what's causing, in part, the financial crisis. What's next you can see is a graphic that depicts where we started as of April, where the village started as of April of 22, with positive of $5.6 million in the general fund, and where we are as of May of 2024, which is a negative $3.65 million.
Almost $4 million in the hole.
Mayor Lightfoot, if I may.
Yes.
Impressive. Just kind of as a summary now, just quick numbers. So in a 2-year span, we're talking about a $9 million swing or $9 million of deficit over that course of time. Would that be most accurate?
Yes, sir.
Who's spamming? A lunatic, I see him.
Yep. All right. Turning now to the increasing expenditures of the village. Over the last 3 fiscal years, the average monthly expenditures of the village have increased by nearly 30%. As you can see in the graphic, in fiscal year 2022, on average, the village spent about $1.9 million a month. But in the last fiscal year, that amount had climbed to $2.5 million. These increasing expenditures have not been accompanied by corresponding increases in revenue. Again, as you see in the graph on the blue bars, the revenues have remained relatively the same over that time period, just over $24 million, while expenditures have climbed from $23 million in 2022 to $30 million in 2024. Ultimately, in fiscal years 2023 and 2024, expenditures exceeded revenue. Specifically in 2024, it was over $5 million more in expenditures than revenues.
Inflation, here we go.
To look further
This is what I
at
wanna
the
see.
increasing expenditures, the table on the screen highlights the 2 village departments that are the main drivers of this spending increase.
Almost
The General
9.3
Administration
million
and
for the
Administrative
cops.
Compensation Department and the Police Department.
8.6 million in 2023. Yeah.
Turning first to the General Administration Department. Turning first to the General Administration line, the increase in expenditures here has grown about approximately 47%. This was around $6.4 million in fiscal year 2022, and it was $9.4 million in fiscal year 2024.
That's it, Jaffo. Backfired like an old
There have
Buick.
been increases in general administration spending in nearly every area, but there are a handful that stick out the most. As you can see on the first line, the largest driver of this increase is a more than double change in liability insurance cost. It's gone from $1.2 million in fiscal year 2022 to $3.2 million in fiscal year 2024. Other areas where we see large increases are miscellaneous expenditures, settlements, legal fees, and telephone.
Let me just add regarding the legal fees. These are, everything that we're representing to you tonight are things that have been booked in one of the general ledgers or otherwise. We know that the legal fees that have been booked so far are underestimated because there are a number of legal fees that
How
have
is the
yet
telephone
to be
that high?
paid. And obviously,
$581K a
with the
year.
litigation that's been filed, particularly by vendors who have not been paid, those legal fees will definitely, this is a very conservative estimate of what those fees actually are.
So you're saying the fees might even be higher than we're seeing. Great.
Let me drill a little bit down also in what we're seeing so far with the police department. Those expenditures have increased approximately 21% since FY '22. Some of that is obviously driven by the union contracts and making sure that there's retro pay and that the police officers are compensated according to the collective bargaining agreement. Within the police department expenditures, categories with large increases include overtime, other miscellaneous expenses. and I will tell you, we don't
$1.7 million
know
in overtime
exactly
pay.
what that is, but we're working on unpacking that, contractual services, other professional services, and medical insurance. We wanted to highlight for you, particularly given overtime, what we saw as 2 outliers in officers. Officer Terry Young and Officer William Reed. Both of these individuals in the last 2 years have earned more in overtime than their base
almost
compensation.
for the top guy.
And you can see these numbers
Old
here.
Terry.
Officer
Me
Terry
too,
Young
Jaffa.
in FY
Me too.
2023 earned $194,290 total, given the base salary and the overtime. And then in FY 2024, that increased to $227,351, combining the base salary and the overtime. Officer Reed for FY 2023 had a total earnings of $145,450, and officer, and in FY 2024, $192,732.
25,000.
We thought it also important for you to know that Acting Chief Lacey has accumulated overtime. It's our understanding that he is not part of the collective bargaining unit and has not been for some time, which under normal circumstances would mean that he is not entitled to overtime. But as you can see here, for FY 22, FY 23, and FY 24, and we're now in fiscal year 2025, through those 4 years, he's accumulated $215,747,000 just in overtime.
Just in OT.
Impressive.
Now we're going to move, ladies and gentlemen, to unfunded expenditures. And this is really focused on, as we alluded to,
Here we go.
we're going to move to unfunded expenditures. And this is really focused on checks that have been approved by the board from warrant lists that have come before the Board of Trustees,
This should be
but
fun.
held and not sent to the vendors.
I'm going to start to get more personal. See
Based
what
on the
you're
records that
spending.
we have reviewed, since March of 2023, the village has been unable to pay all of its monthly expenditures with available cash balance. Since that time, nearly every month, a portion of the checks approved and printed have been held by the village due to unavailability of funds. Per records from the John Kasperick firm, as of June 18, 2024, there are 589 checks totaling over $6 million that have been approved, printed, but not transmitted to vendors. And that is a big driver of the deficit in the general fund. This over $6 million in held checks, I want to caution, does not account for additional monies potentially owed by the village to vendors for which checks have not even been printed. These categories which we are looking into include, for example, invoices that have been received by village departments, but for one reason or another may not have been entered into the accounting system, which is called My Viewpoint. These invoices could have been entered into the accounting system, but not been approved by department heads or by the village administrator.
I'm going to wait so
And
long
this could
for
also
it, though.
include invoices that have not been approved by payment for the Board of Trustees. You're aware that from time to time, the warrant lists are presented. The trustees say, pay this, not pay that. Well, those checks that are on the warrant list roll over from time to time. And it probably makes sense just to explain really briefly. There is not a centralized repository for vendors to put their checks in electronically, or their invoices, I should say, so that it's automatically in the system. It has to be either hand-delivered or sent via email. It goes to the appropriate department head. Then it's up to that department head to approve and enter those invoices into the MyPoint system. And it depends upon the dollar amount of the invoice, who has final approval for those invoices to make it onto the warrant list. But that's the way the process works now. It will not surprise you that one of the recommendations that we will have when we finish our work is that the village invest in an automated system so that nothing falls between the cracks. The vendor will be able to see real time, where is my invoice moving through the system, and you'll know where it sits, either with the department head or otherwise.
All right, we'll turn now to discuss the cash status of the village.
How much cash they done
So
got?
the village has 22 different bank
Or
accounts.
don't got.
A majority of those bank accounts are designated for the special revenue funds or bond escrow funds. So the money in those bank accounts is restricted and shouldn't be used for day-to-day operations. I'll also note that these 22 accounts don't include the pension assets. The pension assets are held in separate trust accounts. Most of the village's expenditures each month are paid from one main operating bank account. As of June 30th, 2024, that bank account had a balance of $715,000. As of April 30th, 2021, that account had a balance of almost $1.5 million. So a decrease of over $750,000. In addition to the main operating account, historically, the village has held its excess cash in an account known as Illinois funds. Illinois funds are interest-bearing accounts that are managed by the Illinois Treasurer's Office that allow municipalities to earn interest on their excess cash balance. The balance in the Illinois funds account as of June 30th was only $3,900. As of April 30th, 2021, that balance was over $2 million. So the balance of excess cash has dropped by over $2 million in that time period.
Shit. Holy shit.
Holy Jesus. Holy God.
The monthly financial reports include a summary of the unrestricted cash balances of the village each month. Within these summaries, the balance reflected already accounts for those held checks that Mayor Lightfoot was just discussing, checks that have been issued but haven't cleared because they haven't been sent yet to vendors. What you can see on the chart is that the unrestricted cash balance of the general fund has dropped from almost $5 million as of April of 2022, and it is now accounting for all of the checks that have yet to be sent, is now in a deficit position of over $5.5 million as of May of 2024.
Uh-oh, credit card use. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, it's already getting loud in there.
We thought it was important to give you a little bit of insight into credit card use by village employees.
Gotta see this.
We do not have complete information yet. It is our hope that we will get further cooperation.
Here we go.
And
Get
be
your
able to have a
popcorn
complete
out.
picture of credit cards, but we wanted to share with you what we do know so far. We are aware that over this time period, from 2021 to the present, the village used 6 different credit cards at various points, from January 2021 through May of this year.
Keith Freeman.
4 American Express
He's
cards.
in trouble with the
that,
IRS.
appear to have been used by various folks within the police department. The statements for these accounts were addressed to Ernest Mobley, Robert Collins, and Louis Lacey.
Mayor, may I interject there for a moment? Because we have, it was former Deputy Chief Mobley is present with us, and an amazing officer, so I'm certain there was no misuse or misconduct on that behalf. So I want to make sure I state that, because he's been an exemplary officer.
Yeah, all we know was what we've seen in the paper so far. We have not interviewed any of these folks to get a better understanding of the specifics around credit card use. We have some knowledge of that, but we'll share that as part of the final report. There's 1 American Express card for which statements are addressed to Keith Freeman, the village administrator, and there was a 1 Fifth Third card which statements are addressed to the village. We've been told that that card is no longer in use.
Keith Freeman.
We understand from the records we've received from the Kasperick company in interviews that we've conducted that receipts for credit card purchases are rarely provided.
Keith Freeman's the guy who got busted by
Further,
the
we understand that
IRS
the credit card balance
for bankruptcy
because
fraud
it comes due, of course,
2 months
every
ago.
month. We all know that.
And got
is
fired
paid
yesterday.
as a matter of course. And it was reflected in the accounting records as miscellaneous police department expenditures.
Or fired Monday.
We're looking into what is the reason and rationale for that. But what this means is that these credit card bills that are paid do not appear on warrant lists and are therefore not presented to the board for approval. Again, that will be a recommendation that we make, and the board is obviously aware of this issue, which is in part why they took the action that they took the other day to rein in the credit card spending. We also understand from the Kasperick company that the only time a credit card charge would be reflected on a warrant list is if a receipt is provided. And as I've said, our information is that the receipts are rarely provided. We want to highlight a couple of
look at Amazon, all in one day.
Purchases.
40K in one day, over 40K. It's 43,000 basically, 42,000 and change.
You're having the same reaction that we did when we saw this.
Wayfair. What does she buy at Wayfair that's $7,700 at Wayfair? And at Best Buy, you buying those CD players?
In particular, we were very concerned to see the top 3 purchases that were highlighted for you that were booked on January 5th of 2023. That's
CD
roughly
players.
$40,000, a little more than that,
That's more,
in credit card
42K.
purchases on Amazon in the same day. And our understanding is that the village does not have an Amazon account. These are somebody using one of the credit cards and charging.
That's
these
42,000,
amounts
SWAT.
using your tax
in one
dollars.
day on Amazon.
We
42K.
suspect we're going to see, as you can see, expenditures at Target, Walgreens, Best Buy.
What about Temu?
A number of charges that raise questions in our mind. Are these legitimate purchases using the credit cards?
What'd she buy off Temu?
What we've also found in the credit cards,
8
I know that
unknown
there's been a lot of
travelers to
interest in
Vegas.
travel.
8.
And we are highlighting here on this slide
She have an
some of the
entourage?
travel that is reflected in the
8.
village credit cards. Birmingham, Alabama, and Montgomery, Alabama in March of 2023 with 5 known travelers. Washington, D.C. in 2023 with 4 known travelers. Las Vegas, Nevada with 8 known travelers. Jackson, Mississippi in June of 2023 with 3 known travelers. Austin, Texas in July of 2023 with 3 known travelers. Portland, Oregon in July of 2023 with 4 travelers. Central and Southern Illinois in September of 2023. I think you're aware of what happened during that time.
10 hotel rooms?
hotel rooms booked during that travel.
I know what happened.
Traveled to New York City in October of 2023, 1 traveler. Atlanta, Georgia in November of 2023, 1 traveler on the village's credit cards. And I caveat that because we will, and are continuing to look at, I'll say, cross-pollination between the village and the township and the credit card use there as well.
Ah, so she was using the Dalton credit card for shit she was doing for Thornton Township.
So let me summarize for you kind of what we presented, what we found so far regarding the finances. The general fund is used to pay the vast majority of the village's expenses, as you heard. As of May 31st of this year, the fund had a negative balance of $3.65 million. The village's general fund expenditures have exceeded revenues the past 2 fiscal years, ending April 30th, 2023 and April 30th, 2024. As of June 30th of this year, the cash on hand in unrestricted accounts is insufficient to cover the held checks valuing $6.1 million. We are in the current fiscal year of FY 2025, and the village has no budget that's been passed this year. The village's financial records have not been audited since FY 2021, and the village has not filed the mandated state annual reports since FY 2021.
So it's even worse.
So where are we in terms of next steps? Regarding the financial information, there's a lot more work that we need to do. As I indicated, we've just recently got a lot of information in the door that is reflected for the most part in this presentation, but there are other things that we have asked for, and we're hoping that we're going to get further cooperation from the Kasperic accounting firm. Additional details regarding credit card spending and any receipts that might exist. Detailed accounting records and reconciliations, check registers, which is important. Detailed accounting of inter-fund transfers and balances. What we're seeing, and we need to really look at the detail here, is that there is a transfer from one fund, in some instances there's restricted funds, into another fund, and vice versa. Additional detail, we're looking at what are the financial policies and practices in place, and whether or not those need to be changed, updated, or beefed up in any way. We are continuing to look at what happened in Las Vegas. There are 2 trips, one in May of 2022 and a second in May of 2023. And as I alluded to earlier, the relationship and the intermingling of funds and personnel with Thornton Township is something we're very focused on as well.
Should be taking spring break over there.
We defer to the trustees.
Well, first and foremost, I want to thank Mayor Lightfoot and her colleagues, as well as our legislative attorneys as well for the time and effort put into that. So again, I'll ask for a round of applause for the work that's been done.
She got paid to do it.
I'm going to defer to any of the board members, see if there's questions of the report.
Just like she said in the middle, if you knew how bad it really was.
Okay, I'm going to turn
only
over to
if
Trustee Norwood.
people knew how bad it really was. I think that's what she had said.
There was a lot to digest there.
Yes.
I think this is where we took off right here.
The residents that, because I know sometimes there are a lot of residents that still don't understand.
This is where we
for us
joined.
trustees, our job is to oversee the finances.
Yeah, so okay.
For the last.
All right, that's exactly where we saw all of it now. That was exactly where we had led off last time. Yeah, like Josh said, I mean, it's going to be pretty fucking interesting this next meeting, meeting. But again, we got to wait for the first Monday in September in order to see it, which sucks. But tis what it is. Well, at least we know it's going to be straight fucking fireworks. Like I'm pulling out the Jiffy Pop. I'm in the Whirly Pop. I'm fucking making some fucking popcorn, like for real. Be eating on scream. It's gonna be that nuts. I just know it is. I just know. Yes. Is it a holiday? And then I don't know. Let's see. Let's take a look. Nope. That's not what I wanted. The first Monday is a holiday. You're right. It's Labor Day. So, I don't know how they do that. Do they just do it on the 9th then? I don't know. Or do you do it Tuesday? I don't know. We'll figure it out, that's for sure. They'll put it up on their schedule and I'll tweet it out and all that shit. So, is that your birthday? Oh shit, yeah. You're going to get a hell of a birthday gift, that's for sure. It's gonna be a hell of a birthday gift. The Whirly Pop. That's it. Tiffany loves Amazon. Yeah, I don't know what she bought for $42K in one day. It's all those CD players that she's been giving out. So, yeah. At least we got a chase in. I wouldn't say it was a good chase, but I mean it was good to see that we got this dude off the streets, because dude apparently is a pretty bad guy, pretty nasty individual. She buy a new car? No, I'm sure she just buys all kinds of shit to give away, and then she goes to the meetings and tells you how awesome she is, and she gave this away and that away to all the kids. All the kids got free roller skates, and you go there and you buy 200 pairs of roller skates. There's fucking 10 grand or whatever it costs. I don't fucking know. You know what I mean? Things like that. And then she does it in her name. You know what I mean? Like she had gone and fronted the money, bought them, and gave them away. So yeah. It's no different than these YouTubers that make a ton of money and then go and give away 10 grand in a box to a homeless dude to get all clickbaits, then get another 3 million views and get another 10 grand. No. Same shit. It's almost the same thing. Okay? Because all the people that really do that for the real compassionate reasons, never see them do it. Because they don't do it to be put on camera. And in fact, they don't want to be associated with that donation. It's just, it is what it is. I'm giving because I'm giving. I don't want a name on a plaque. I don't want a video. I don't want no ribbon cutting. It just happens. It's the same people like that pretend to care about the homeless and go and feed them, but yet you'd never catch them in a soup kitchen feeding them on Thanksgiving or anything like that without cameras rolling. That wouldn't happen. Okay? It's all that gaslighting you got. And that's really how it works. So don't trip. Yeah, the anonymous donor. That's it. That you're not getting. It's all for the clicks. Oh, you care about the homeless, and meanwhile you're sending them the money. So they're taking your money to go film the homeless and make it seem like they're the angel. You're just delivering the food, bro. You're like fucking an Uber Eats. Yeah, Jason Jenkins, he'll be up on Figueroa, which is just on the other side of that building right there, spraying his baby batter. Shout out to fucking Jason, wherever he's at. Alright guys, I'm gonna get out of here, but thanks for joining me. We did get a little Thursday night fun. We got us a chase and a crazy meeting. Could have been better, but it's not that great only because she's not there. When she's there, it becomes, all hell breaks loose. They just, at this point, they can't stand her. They don't even want to see her face. And now that this shit came out, yeah, I agree with Josh. It's going to get really fucking, it's going to get real hairy on this next one, ladies and gents. I really do, because you're just inching so much closer every time. You know what I mean? And they can't afford to pay anything, and that's why Home Chick said, if you really knew how bad it was, you'd be tripping. And that's really what it is. We're only looking at it and we're like, wow, and it's only $3,900 in the account. Well, now the account's fucking overdrawn, or it's got $12 in it. And nobody's getting paid. It's fucking wild. So we'll be there. Thank you for everything, guys. Thank you for the likes, the love, the thumbs ups, the thumbs ups. They work and they're free. I will see you guys tomorrow for 2 shows. The morning LA City Council meeting at 10:15 a.m. See the craziness here in Los Angeles, and of course our Friday night fun. But always keep those notifications on. One spawns another with the chases. We had 2 today. So I'm gonna get out of here for now. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Enjoy your nights. I'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you for your cooperation. Good night.
Yeah, you guys. And again.
Bye.